let's break it down. So what's going on in the song? Chord progression is simple. It's E minor, but in a different inversion, like here. So that's your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string, middle finger on the 4th fret of the G string, pinky on the 5th fret of the B string, and first finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. That's also an E minor. Then we move up 2 frets and we play a minor in the position you may know, but just the top notes. So that's ring finger on the 7th fret and then barring the next 3 strings on with your first finger. So, and then the next chord is B major. That'll be middle finger on the 4th fret of the D, ring finger on the 4th fret of the G, pinky on the 4th fret of the B, first finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. It's kind of funny to smash your fingers in there, but you can get it. You might have to move your wrist a little bit out or in to accommodate it. It'd be better for your hand to do it that way anyway. So you see my wrist is normal. My wrist moves a little bit up here. And then over here, my wrist moves out so that my fingers can do this. Anyway, and it goes back to the A minor. That's the chord progression. Rhythm. Rhythm's really important, so I wrote it out for you guys. So I'll leave it here for a second so you can take a picture or just keep it there for you for reference for a little while. This isn't a measure of 4/4, just to make it easy. I think it would be written in 2/4 if you know about music, but for the purposes of this lesson, I'm going to make it 4/4. Meaning, if you were to tap your foot with the kick drum in the music, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. With the compa symbol. So my strumming pattern is this. And what this means, if you're not familiar with music notation, is we pretend that each beat can be divided equally into 4 parts. Like imagine a pizza, you just divide it in 4. Well, this one beat, we're dividing it in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're at the next beat. Right? So these dots with the 2 lines symbolize 1/4 of the beat. And we have 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And this one also represents 1/4 of the beat, but it's a rest. That means we do not play on that 1/4 of the beat. And so if the beat has equally 4 parts to it, it sounds like this. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it sounds like this. And I wrote the codes right here. E and A. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That's what that means. E and A. It's just like random syllables to represent each quarter of the note within this beat. So, with that being said, this rhythm is cool and it's all over Latin music and also compa music. We don't hit the beat. So the kick drum is going boom, 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 but the guitar, boom, does not play on the beat because that sounds pretty boring. It's boom, beat, did that. That's fast, but slow would be do ga ga ga, do ga ga ga. And so that's what I'm doing in my strumming pattern. I don't hit on one, I hit these. So that's the first beat. The second beat, just like you can divide a beat into 4 equal parts, you can divide a beat into 2 equal parts. So instead of taking the same amount of space and hitting 4 notes within it, you're taking the same amount of space and only hitting 2 notes. And that's what I have here. The first one is a rest, and it's represented by this symbol. That means you're only using half the beat. As opposed to this one with 2 lines, it means a quarter of that beat, or 1/4 of that beat. So there's half, an eighth rest, they call it, and then there's an eighth note. And so that takes up the whole beat. So instead of do da da da, I got do da. Just 2 notes equally throughout that time. And it sounds like this. If I use eighth notes here, here goes do, 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 da, 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 do. It's just placed equally in between these notes. I try to space it out so it looks good visually. So if you imagine, we have do, ba, da, da, and then do, da, do, da, do. And it's just alternating that rhythm back and forth. Because if you notice on 3, it's the same rhythm as 1. A rest, and then 3 16th notes. Do, da, 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 and then 4, beat 4 is the same setup as beat 2. It's da, 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 da. So if you put that all together, it sounds like this. Da 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 That's how you get that rhythm. The only thing to notice here is the song starts with a cha, not a cha-na-na. So what happens in the song is he starts not on beat 1, but he starts on beat 4, like over here. Pretend if you could see 4 before 1, and there's another eighth note right here. So it's like this, but replicated before. So it's cha ba da 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 ba da da ba, cha da 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 cha da 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 cha. So it just cycles over itself. It just repeats, and on and on and on. And so that's how it starts. It starts with the ch over here. So hopefully that's a good lesson for you. The only other thing I want to say about this is I have these little arrows above these notes, and those are like to emphasize those notes. So it's not, you're not like a robot when you play this. It's not like da 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 da. There's certain rhythmic emphasis in the music that you know and feel it, but you might not know how to play it necessarily just yet. But what's important is when you play these da da da, that last note is more important than these 2. And here, when you play the ja, there's more emphasis on that, especially in this chord progression because the chords change. And the chords change on this note. So like if it were an E, 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 B, E, 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 A, A, B, E, 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 B, A, B, B. So like because the chords change and it's right before the bass plays, like there's a emphasis on those notes. So you hit them a little harder. You don't overemphasize, but you hit them a little harder. And then same with in this set of 3. So in fact, you can even cut this note out, and without explaining how that sounds, if you mess up, sometimes you may play this. You might go ja da 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 ba da da da. So da da da. You'll notice that this is more important than this one, and so that's why they emphasize it. But anyway, hopefully that's not too long a discussion. Hopefully that helps. You see this all throughout compa, and I'll play it one more time for you so you can hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use anything you want. You can use a pinky. You can use your thumb and your first finger like me. Up or down. I go down, down, up, down, 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 down. But you don't have to do it that way. I prefer down, down, up, down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Hope you guys enjoy it.